Alright, here's some information about revising the current draft of your paper, including adding on to your conclusion, strengthening your transitions in your grammar, making sure you have all the components. So I'm looking at a random draft of a paper. So the first thing I notice when I'm grading papers is the formatting. The student's formatting is correct. It's Times New Roman, size 12. Has student name, teacher name, the class, the date, in the header, last name, and page number. I know it's a page number because if I scroll down, I see a 2 on the second page. The title is still just size 12 font, Times New Roman, not bold, not underlined, not italics. It's just normal. Okay, so the introduction for the student. The hook: goals aren't usually met because people don't pursue them, and eventually they give up. Okay, that's fine for a hook. It's a general statement. It kind of introduces just the topic of goals, gets the reader wanting to continue on. Next should be tie-in. Having goals is a very important way to motivate yourself to be better. Okay, and then is this person's thesis. My 3 goals are meeting new people, getting a 4.0 again this semester, and to go to college for some type of engineer. There's some grammar issues with that, which I can teach you at a later date. But the first thing I noticed about this paragraph, other than grammar, is that it's only 3 sentences long. Your paragraphs need to be at least 5, which means that I need to add something to the tie-in. So having goals is a very important way to motivate yourself to be better. I'm going to add in front of that because this person talked about pursuing goals. So you could say like, however, even if you don't pursue your goals to completion, it is still helpful to reflect on where you want your life to go. And then I'll add also planning where you want your life to allows you some control over your decisions and attitude. And then having goals is a very important way to motivate yourself to be better. Okay, that's fine for tie-in now. It goes from general to the specific, gives some background about the topic of the paper, which is goals, why you should have them, ending in the thesis. My 3 goals are meeting new people, so that's the personal goal, getting a 4.0 again this semester, short-term academic, and to go to college for some type of engineering is what this should say. Okay, so long-term academic. Sounds good. Let's continue. Body paragraph 1. I notice that it's not indented. You should indent every body paragraph. You can just press the tab button on your keyboard. A personal goal I have is to meet new people. That is a fine topic sentence, but it doesn't transition from the introduction to this specific goal. So you could add something like my first goal, or the first thing I have to improve myself, or I'll tie it up to our idea of pursuing goals up above. The first goal I am hoping to pursue starting this year is to meet new people. Alright, so now I'm transitioning from all of my goals to just the first one. Okay, then the rest of it should be support. If I meet new people, it'll make me a better person overall. That kind of sounds like, so what? Well, let's read on and see. New people means I can be more influential and nicer to others. I'm not sure how that would be. I wish this person would have elaborated. I can do a lot of things to accomplish this simple goal. If there's someone sitting by themselves at lunch, comma, I can go take a friend and sit with him or her. You can say him or her. This is meeting new people and making more friends. Also, this will make that person sitting by him herself feel him or herself feel more wanted. I think this goal will be easy to meet if I stick to it. Okay, that's good. I am gonna pull this sentence that I said sounded like a so what down to the end, because I still think it sounds like the so what. This person wants to meet new people to become a better person overall. They didn't really elaborate on how that would be. So this paragraph would still need a little work logically, but I think this is a good idea. Alright, so we'll continue. Again, paragraphs need to be indented. My short-term academic goal is to end 9th grade with a 4.0 GPA. Okay, again, there's no transition there. So we just talked about meeting new people, and then we went into a 4.0 GPA. So an easy transitional idea is to transition between time periods or steps. So meeting new people, you could start doing today or tomorrow. Maintaining a 4.0 GPA, you would be working on that whole time, but you wouldn't find out until the end. So like there's a specific deadline there, whereas there's not a deadline to meet new people. So you could say something like, while I am working to meet new people, I also want to it's not a good way to make that parallel. I mean, you could say maintain good grades, continue. Let's do that. I also want to continue working hard in school to maintain a 4.0 GPA. Okay, so we transitioned and it's a topic sentence. Let's see the support. The first semester of 9th grade, I accomplished, not sure why that was underlined, I accomplished half of my goal by achieving a 4.0. This semester, comma, I have Algebra 2 honors and Physics honors. That's only 2 classes, but okay. I am only going to have to work a little harder to achieve a 4.0 GPA. Why do you say that, student? Are you implying that your previous classes were easier? Alright, anyway, make sure that your thought process is clear here. Next, all I have to do is turn all my work in when it's due. It is due. Study all the time. You probably don't mean literally all of the time. And not fool around. I think if I do them 3 things, okay, this essay is going downhill. I think if I do those 3 things, I can get a 4.0. Alright, that's pretty good. Talks about classes and what this person needs to do to get a 4.0, but it still needs a so what sentence, which is, if I can end 9th grade with a high GPA, then it will be easier for me to be successful in 10th grade and beyond, because I will know the important information and my average grade will start at a high level. Okay, so that's the so what. There's really 2 reasons why a person will want a high GPA for right now, other than like getting into college. But one is because it shows that you're learning the information that you need to know, especially in English. I guess I can't speak for the other grades, our content areas. But in English class, we elaborate every year on what you learned before. So the things that I'm teaching you this year, you will need to know next year and the next year and the next year. So that's one reason. And the other reason is because your GPA continues to be averaged every year. It's called a grade point average. So if you have a really low GPA for 9th grade, then it'll make it hard for you to end up with a high GPA because it's all averaged together. So if you have a high GPA to start out with, then it becomes easier to maintain it. You just keep doing what you're doing. Alright, so that is good. This person needs a third body paragraph. Alright, well, you know third body paragraphs. I'm going to skip on down to the conclusion so you can get an idea of how to write that. This person didn't put their quote in yet either. Alright, well, I can review how to add your quote in real quick. La la la. This is the exact quote that I had on the Canvas assignment. So, remember your quote that you get from the 7 Habits can be anything from the book. This I gave you, but anything that applies to your actual goal and the page number. So this isn't completely relevant. It's a little bit relevant because it's planning assignments and this person wants to get a 4.0. But you could just edit that then. That's what it'll look like eventually. You mentioned Sean Covey's 7 Habits in italics, a quote, and a page stubber. Alright, well, there would be a third body paragraph here, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to pretend like there are 3 already, and I'm going to skip to the conclusion. So in your conclusion, you restate your thesis in other words. So, meeting new people, getting a 4.0, go to college for engineering. So I'm going to restate that. Of the many goals I hope to accomplish in my lifetime, the most important 3 that I am working towards right now are to create new friendships, continue earning excellent grades, and be accepted to a college for or to major in engineering. So I'm saying the same things. Meeting new friends, I said create new friendships. Earning excellent grades, which would be maintaining a 4.0, that's excellent. And be accepted to a college to major in engineering. For some type of engineering. Okay. So I restated the thesis in other words. Then we have tie-in. So I could say, like, although these 3 goals are different in many ways, they reflect the aspects of my life that are most important to me. I value my relationships with others and hope to foster new ones throughout high school. I also value my own personal knowledge and my pursuit of excellence, which will itself help me to become an engineer. Okay, so some sort of tie-in. You would need 1, 2, okay, that's 3 sentences, at least 3. You could have more. And finally, you would end with a super so what, why this whole shebang matters, why think of goals, and don't just say, because Miss Barnett asked me to. Alright, that's not unique or witty. Let's be intrinsically motivated here. So if I were writing this paper, I might say, like kind of an addition off of what I just said. Achieving these goals will allow me to grow in many areas of my life. To allow me to grow. Just say into a happy and intelligent adult. That could be a super so what. Or you could say achieving these goals will help me continue down the path of excellence in which I foresee my life going. So that's like a metaphor, down a path. You can end it, achieving these goals will push me to continue expecting the best out of myself in my personal and professional life. Okay, for some reason all of these goals are going to help you in the long run, and you say that in your super so what. Alright, so here is a revised rough draft of this paper. I looked for grammar, transitions, paragraphing, the amount of sentences, working on the conclusion. So good luck continuing to work on your paper, and if this doesn't make sense or if you want help, please don't hesitate to let me know.